Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome back to another Thursday live stream where, yes, as always, guys, we're covering the biggest and best Transformers Earth Wars news. So thanks for joining me, guys. So it's obviously a big day in the game. It always is when we get a new 5-star badge. Everyone's sharing screenshots. Everyone's disappointed. Everyone's absolutely buzzing. They got the bot they want. It's a great day for the game. Always enjoy these releases, regardless. Bit of excitement, you know, getting something new, a new toy. People obviously spending money on the game, which is always a good thing. So obviously, as usual, we'll be pulling from the 5-star batch. How many? I don't know. It depends who I want, who I get. But as always, we're gonna have my daughter Ola pulling crystals. Not Jake anymore. Far too old. Far too mature now for these sort of things. So yeah, we'll have my daughter Ola pulling the crystals as usual. See if she can be as lucky as Jake. But yeah, gonna be good doing that. And then we're gonna cover a bit about drift. We covered in last week. We're gonna be talking a bit about drift, and we're gonna talk a bit about what makes a good bot. So put in the chat, guys. Let me know what. And I don't mean like a certain ability, but if you could describe and say to Space Ape, listen, if you do these things, you will make a good bot. What would you say? What would you say is a good bot? And I'm not just saying, like I said, you can't sort of be so specific as a gunner or, you know, health and DPS. Because obviously health and DPS is like a bit of a seesaw depending on the class. But, you know, if you had to give them a guide on what makes a good bot, let me know in the chat. I've got my idea, but I want to know what you guys think. So put it in the chat. We're going to talk in a bit about the new bots. They're not quite in testing yet. Not an idea about the ability. But I do know who the bot and con is. Some people might know, some people might not. So we'll be talking a bit about that. Talking about some things coming to the game soon as well. We're talking a bit about that. And then obviously doing our 5-star polls. So yeah, lot to go through, but lots of talk about 5 stars today. But yeah, going to be a fun stream. And as always, guys, going to give some codes away. So how I normally work it is, I pull the crystals, you decide what I'm going to get. If I get that bot, you win a code. And yeah, and the more you get right, the more codes you win. Plain and simple. And we might even give some more codes away for those that actually get every single guess right. Because obviously, we're going to put in at least 3 or 4 crystals, I think, today. So to get 3 or 4 right will be really hard. So I might just give a few extra codes if someone gets every single one correct. So I do love giving these codes out. So a big shout out to Dale for giving me these codes, be able to give out. They contain prems, sparks, things like that. And listen, it's for free, just for tuning in, just for taking part. It's a bit of fun. So yeah, I do enjoy these streams, these 5-star pulls. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, a bit more of that later on. So let's just say some hellos, see who we've got in the chat. So thanks to Michael Cooper for getting there really early, asking if I got a sneaky bot preview for the new endurance bot, I presume. No, nothing yet. I think we should be getting them this weekend, so we can probably show a bit about them next week, but nothing too in depth. You know how I play it. The first general one is showing them in the showroom and give you an idea and talking about the ability. The next week is usually about going through the ability and where we're going with it, and the third week normally is the bot pretty much finished, so we'll follow that as always. Chip Cox as well, how's it going? Then we've got Trax, aka Penny Lancaster, and Chris Harmon, two of my members here every single stream. Cheers, guys. We've got Tony B as well, good to see you. We've got Jason Rowley, we've got Luke Mega, still can't get a song out of my head, you know, it's stuck now. We've got a good friend Candyman, good to see you as well. DDEX76, another of my members. Thank you. We've got Mercenary Terror. We've got E-Rods. We've got Ruthie Ramos. Yes, I am live. We've got Carnage Mac-ite. Lord Avic. Stephen Gomez, another member. We'll go through the chat in a second, guys, and sort of give some shout-outs and some comments. We've got Charlie Plays. We've got Matt Poley. So we've got the Roly-Poly brothers in for the first time in a while, I think. Good to see you both. We've got Hellraiser. Welcome back. I've seen you in a while. Good to see you. We've got Vic Ching. How's it going? Kristen Jones. Finally made it live. I'm sure I've seen you before, though, but maybe not in a while. But definitely seen you in my stream before. But yeah, good to see you back anyway. We've got El Perux. Can't pronounce that, but good to see you. We've got Michael Marcello as well, OS73, and Blue Tube. What's up, Wowza? Not sure if that's a typo or just trying to be a bit funny, but almost close to Wowza, but yeah. And we've got Fowls as well. Good to see you. Chris Jones just put, it's been a few weeks because of work. That's fine, that's fine. Listen, this is why I considered for a long time thinking, should I just do live and then should I post my stream just to members? And I thought, you know what? No, it's a bit too far that. The videos members can get a priority on. That's all right. But I want to keep the streams open to everyone, really. So, you know, it's a long time, an hour and a half to watch a stream. So if you're willing to tune in and watch that for an hour and a half, then who am I to take away that privilege? So, yeah, I decided against it a long time ago. Tony B's put, he pulled Whirl first. I'm not pulling Inferno or Tiger. Chipbox don't have enough for a pull right now. I've seen a few guys saying like, "Oh, I wish I would have saved my shards," and I presume they would have spent it on ranks. Come on, guys. If he gave me a choice between a new bot that could help me in wars and ranks, I'm gonna choose new bot all day. Traxxas Port, aka Penny Lancaster. I say that because obviously most people will know them as Penny Lancaster because they've been in the stream for quite a while. But obviously I see them as Trax in the game, so yeah. Just put these. I wanted to only pull 2, but obviously wanted 5-star ruination. But then it's gonna be a while. So what's the point? Maybe it's a fair point. I mean, I'm missing Impactor, so I'm not in any rush. I can literally pull 4 today and only have 1 pull left and not have to worry at all because I know I can go and get him. I've only got a 1 in 2 chance, so at the most it's 10,000 shards to get it, so not too fussed. Oh, actually, I haven't got Topspin either, so there's quite a few bots I need actually. I need a 1 in 2, I think. Yeah. Mixmaster skin, yeah. These G2 skins are coming in the past. They love these G2 skins, don't they? Where is it going though? Chris Harmon had 130k 5-star shards. Jeez, that's a lot. A lot of talk about the new Constructicon skins. They were in the newsletter, sadly. But yeah, did anyone see Jazz's skin? it just looks like Jazz. I can't see much of a difference really. I think it looks more towards the what toy line was it? Power of the Primes, Jazz. It does look a bit like that, but not too much different. Not like the G2 Mixmaster. I don't know what's going on there about. I don't know. About a transformer talks about their hopes and dreams. I'm lost there. A lot of discussion about how big a transformer is. Stephen Gomez has put, am I the one that finds this weekend's event rather underwhelming and uninspired? Yeah, I think they're doing a small event, obviously, before the Huffer event. So I've done a few videos on Huffer. His video will be coming out soon to my members, probably this weekend. And then maybe a week later, just for the event next week. So if you want an update on Huffer, then just go check my stream out or go wait for that video. But the members will be getting it this weekend, probably. If not already, I think they got one already, actually. Yeah. Cards Mac, alright. Do we know why the bot research kit was removed or replaced in the last Cyberplast? I think they're just alternating it and just changing it. I think that's all it is. I don't think there's anything behind it other than that. Yeah, and Charlie Players just said that people complained about the big events. It's because the big events are back to back. That's more of it, not the fact of big events, really. But I think most people are getting a bit burnt out, and I think it's a couple of things, but we'll talk about that again. On a side issue as well, I've had a bit of play with my mic to try and improve the quality, so let me know if it's any better. Let me know in the chat. So have a look. What else? So here we are. So I asked, obviously, people to put in the chat what I think is a good bot. So Chris Harmon's put a bot that can deal damage and have high health. Yeah, well, you've got Trax, who doesn't have high health, can't add damage, but still a good bot. So I get that people do like damage, I get that. Because if you kill the defenses, then you've got nothing to protect against, I understand that. But not every bot can do that, so it's kind of, again, a bit specific, that. Charlie Plays has put a good bot does a specific job the best. It has to excel above the other options to be worth the chase and leveling. I think that is probably one of the best descriptions you could probably get, and sort of where I'm going with my chat later on. But yeah, I think that it needs to do a specific job very well, and has to excel above others, and I think that's it. Yeah. And then L Chronicles has put a good bot is one with acid and shield. Well, someone's been watching my streams. Mark and Marcel put a bot that you can use once or twice a battle at a decisive time, but when you use them, you add value for a specific job. Yeah, I like that as well. That's pretty, yeah. You don't want a bot that you can spam, it gets a bit too much. So I agree with that. If you can use it once or twice a battle, I think it's balanced very well. I agree with that. Trax has put a good bot would be decent DPS to health ratio. That's fair. Probably short range, not melee. There's still some good melee bots, though. You've still got like some robust and optimal, so not necessarily. Can equip any combat? Well, then, that depends as well, because some are class specific, nothing you can do about that. But doesn't walk around Nax stupid, Nax what you want. Yeah, well, that's a fair point. Yeah, they need to do what they're supposed to do. I agree with that much. OS 73 put regardless of ability, a good bot has decent. I'd one like good G1 ability that is worthwhile. So yeah. It does need a good G1 and a good ability 11, but then going back to my discussion about G1s back when we did the unpopular opinions, and after that, the problem is when you raise the ceiling of a bot at level 10 to be really high, you can't go much higher with ability 11 and G1. That's why I'm not a big fan of the new 5-stars getting ability 11 and getting G1s. And people probably lynch me for that and go, "What's a shut up, what you doing, what you talking about?" But for me, you should balance a bot to be in the meta. And if you balance it with a G1 and ability 11, it's in the meta right now. But then later on, years down the line, whatever, when that bot falls away, you can't really go anywhere. Where if you just bring it out at 10, and whatever it's got right now, with ability 11, with a G1, bring that out as the 10. That's the bot. Balance that. And then you can look at it later on and go, you know what, it needs something else. And, you know, sometimes we've sort of had bots and gone, oh, we need to buff it. Even 6 months later after it's come out. But you don't need to. If you do it this way, just bring it out as 10. Then in 6 months' time, you can go, you know what, I enjoy the spot we had 6 months ago, not quite there. Let's give it build 11 in the next build 11 batch. Let's give it a G1. You've got more of a ceiling to go further. But you would hope that they raise the bar of when they are creating it to be a build 10. You won't need a build 11 or G1 if you do it right. And then Michael Cooper, funny enough, has put a bot that is playable with no build 11 or G1 core. Yeah, it's a fair point. I agree. Obviously, what I've just said then. Some very good points there. Some very good points. Tony B's put what makes a good bot is someone that fits the synergy of your team whilst also being the best option with the slot you are filling. Yeah, I think we sort of go back to, again, have being the best at a specific job. I think, yeah. And then Mark Cooper's put, yeah, I agree. Go back to the old way of releasing bots without a build 7 G1. Use them to balance the bot in the future. Yeah, I agree. And big shout out to obviously highly classified and Autobot Phil coming in with the clutch at the end there. Good to see you too. Cool. All right. Okay, let's go into the newsletter. Have a look at this weekend's event. So, Bowie, Grana, Week, Ninny Bong. This weekend's event is called Wreaking. It's not Wrecking, is it? Is that Wrecking? So it's yeah, Wrecking Havoc, yeah. I had to think about it then. Wrecking, yeah. That's how you spell wreck. No, it's not how you spell wreck. It says Wreaking. Wreaking Havoc. Yeah, Wreaking Havoc, yeah. Sorry, I had a mind melt then. Wreaking Havoc, season 25, jeez. So yeah, it's a weekend event, Alliance Totalizer, nice, easy event. Just one prestige as always, and it's just got a bit of XP. It's got some spark, which is good if you're leveling up your new bots. Some 4-star, 3-star, and Prem shards, and loads of resources, alloy and energon, sparks, shards. So it's all right. I think it's a good event for newer players. I don't think you'll find many a top player that needs much normal spark, that needs bot XP really, that needs shards, and needs alloy and energon. So I think it's a good event for lower down alliances to get some decent resources. Outside of that, not the best for top alliances and top thing. But then you can't aim everything at top players. So, but there is some of that premium currency that lower players still want. So, is it inclusive? Probably not. But it's a filler. It's a filler event. Again, we go back to these events being a bit mundane and a bit samey. But yes, the new 5-star batch. So just going through some of the changes. So we can go through and hopefully show them a bit better because bomb was a bit bugged last time. So the EMP bomb now bounces up to 2 times. A bit of confusion. We actually had this in playtest. So it said bounce 3 times. It said bounce up to 2 times. So I was like, well, if it hits then bounces once, that's 1 bounce. Is it supposed to bounce then bounce? That's 2 bounces, or is that 3? If it hits then bounces, is that 2? And there was a bit thing, yeah. And we said, listen, it hitting one target, hits another one. That's decent. That's good enough. Because if you hit it again and it does the same damage with the EMP, then you're taking 2 defenses out for 6 ability points. And I think that's pretty fair. To be fair, that's fair. To be fair, yeah, I think that's all right. I think if you're taking 3 defenses out for 6 ability points, sorry, that's a bit spammy. So I think on a bounce is where it should be. I'm not too sure they've done that. That was my opinion, what I said, and I think that's what we had in test. I think, but I think they've actually reworded it to fire an EMP rocket that can bounce onto another target, and that kind of makes sense. And I've seen some people saying like, oh well. I've seen the description of 2 times. I've seen some people go, oh, well, Wozza said 2 in the stream. But I think it was just badly worded the way they worded it. So this is, I think, how it should be, to be fair. It's not actually been nerfed or anything. It always hit 2 targets. I think it should have. So, yeah. But also been reduced to 3+0, which is good as well. Like I said, it was 4. And so it started in playtest a while back because it was 3+0, and even I was one of the people that said, I think 3+0 is a bit cheap. Maybe add it 4+0 because you can add it with Bumblebee and Silbot, who were quite cheap. You can add it with a boost. But then when we got into the nitty gritty, we're like, well, you're using 8 ability points to take out a mortar. I could name 100 bots that could do that cheaper. And so that was the problem, really, because it couldn't do the MDS, it couldn't do shock towers. That's the main focus. All I could do was cannons. That's the only thing with the prime cores on. But I saw reducing it. Because of the cheapness of it, for hitting one target alone, even 6 ability points to take out a core on a cannon or even a mortar, because eventually these prime cores are going to go on other defenses other than just cannons and shock towers. We're going to run out of space. There's only 5 cannons in the game and 2 shock towers. There's only 7. So then where do the other ones go? And they're going on other defenses. I thought that's what Braun's job's going to be. Sometimes I don't really talk about it too much on stream. Don't want to give away too early. But that was my plan with Braun, is to take out these new prime cores when they come into the game for the next phase, which we're told is coming soonish. But that was my plan with Braun. But now he's even better. So yeah, I'm going to level this guy, and I'm going to hopefully have him, you know, situationally in my team, depending. Listen, he could go in my war team and be the missing link. He could go into my war team here and there, like the likes of Six Gone, like the likes of Skids, and who's the other one? And Wallapath. So those bots sort of go in and out of my team base dependent, and I'm hoping Braun could be one of those bots as well. I stick with the same 7 pretty much. I think there's one room to change Blaster out for a more warrior bot. Whether that's aerial or not, I don't know. I'm not sold yet on aerial. But I'm hoping Braun could be one of them bots to sort of fill a gap on maybe where there's an issue with a certain base type. So we'll wait and see though. I'm willing to put the effort into him just to see, because it looks like quite a fun bot. Being G1 law, things like that. So why not? Obviously been giving stun immunity now, which is, I still like this as well. I've still found a good use for this. I don't want to talk too much about it. So I'm going to do a video on Braun, I think in next week's stream, when I've sort of got to grips with it and tried a few things. But I can see a lot of use for him. I really can. I can see him as like another Bumblebee. Going to be interesting anyway, so we'll see. Then we've obviously got Aerial and Skiller, or Skylar, depending on what you want to say it. So yeah, 40% damage boost and absorption for the 5-star and a buff range. So the range has increased quite a bit, quite impressive. So I don't mind her, but I don't know. I think sometimes when if you use ability and you drag all your bots into one place, that's not a good thing. Sometimes it is a good thing sometimes, and it's not a good thing sometimes. So again, she's very situational. And I don't want a bot in there where I like to have 8 bots. I like to have it where I'm going to use every single ability of every single bot in my team at some point. And people ask me like, you know, how do you finish a war with like 40 points left over? And that's it. It's because I've got 8 bots, and there's not one bot where I'm spamming that one ability. I'm literally using each bot like once or twice, and it keeps the cost down. And so I sort of think like, you know, what am I going to use Aerial for? Listen, if you've got a bot wandering off, I can see a great use in Aerial, but that only happens maybe once a war, if that. As long as you path right, sometimes you make mistakes, and that's where Aerial could be really useful. But then other times, the other 80% of the times, I can't really see a use for it really. So not too sure, not too sold. Inferno, I think, could be an interesting one. I'm not really into the 4-star. I've said before that me personally, it's not that I think he's bad. Same with Aerial really. I just feel like I don't like bots that have a space in the shuttle that just support another bot doing their job better. I like X bot to do X job. He has that job. He has that job. He has that job. So without going too much depth, Rook is there to pop outposts and protect my gunners. That's his job. Pipes is there to protect my team. That's his job. Blaster's job is to distract cannons and beam lasers, because the throw minions at it and the minions just distract them for long enough. That's his job. Then usually I've got Sea Spray, that's to do damage in an area. Then I've got Brainstorm, and I've got Robuster for the cluster. Then I've got Minerva to heal the team. Dead simple. That's all their jobs. And after that, I have Bumblebee to stun an area. I have Six Gun to take off some key defenses. Or I have Warpath to get rid of the build bots, depending where they are. Everyone has a specific job, and that is their job. Whereas Inferno's job is to make all the other ones better. And I can see a use in that. I'm not going to sit here and say that's awful, because it's not. It's just not my playstyle. I'm not a big fan of that. But I am intrigued into how I can use it 50%. It does intrigue me. I do like some combos. So I'm like, if I can find a nice little combo, like the sort of brainstorm and roadbuster one, or everyone using air raid now, like, listen, this is so much better. So yeah, and I wanted that sort of rotor storm and stray and Sentia sort of combo to work. It didn't really. Would Inferno in help it? But then it's 4 bots then to do one job. So I would like that to work, but we'll wait and see. But who knows? Tiger Hawks, I'm a bit on the fence. We'll talk a bit about him later. But a bit on the fence with Tiger Hawk. I see a lot of people in chat saying don't want him. I wouldn't go that far. But I've got a reservation that I need to talk about, which we will talk about. And then Will's had the biggest change. Interesting. Has massive range, you know, decent amount of damage. That rockets. And what I've sort of been thinking is he could be good for later levels of high HQs, and we'll talk a bit about that as well when we talk about the 5-star batch. So that is the 5-star batch release. Obviously, go and check out your content creators guide, myself, AJ Hoist, Freezes Max, and Soldier. Glad Freezes Max has gone back to Wednesdays. Spent last night watching half of it, and this morning, as usual, back to my normal routine. So I'm happy about that. My drive to work's no longer boring. Thanks, Freezes. And then we're obviously in week 5 of the saga. Then we've got the 5-star legacy for Hopper. So let me know in the chat as well. Are you going for Hopper? Are you impressed with him? Done some videos on him. Looking decent, but let me know what you think. I actually going 70k. Is 70k worth it for a legacy bot? That is the question we'll be talking a bit about later as well when we talk about what makes a good bot. Then we've got a Prime Core Shard event, and that should be the last one, I think, to make me have all the Prime Cores, or all the shards for the Prime Cores. And then we've got the new bot, which has obviously been announced previously, but we'll talk a bit about later as well. And then in Community Corner, we've got a toy showcase. I'm not going to lie, when I first heard that they announced the winners, I did see some posts of people just posting pictures of bots that obviously weren't there, just like pictures of them, like the promos, and I was like, oh my god, I hope Space they don't pick them. But to be fair, they have picked some crackers. There is some really good pictures. Like, love this stop motion from Grim. You know, he's put a lot of effort into this. So yeah, I really like this. Then we've got some IMO, in my opinion. IMO, I think so. Decent pictures of Soundwave on holiday, looks like. I think. An amazing collection from Brewman as well. Unbelievable collection. Very, very jealous. I sort of zoomed in and started looking at all these bots going, wow. Very, very good. Obviously, Sunstreaker down there as well. So, quite impressed with that. And then we've got War Pieces. Decent sort of a setup, which I didn't even think about. I sent my picture in. But to be honest, I wasn't like I didn't do it to stop winning the competition. So I just did it to just show off going into my collection. If anyone's interested, really. I know I showed it in stream, but I've never actually shared the picture, I don't think, in actual chats. So, like, that's my collection here. So, yeah, some decent winners there. I do agree with them all. It's worthy winners, and then the art as well. Although I'm not really interested in Transformers Prime, I think that is, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, still just a drawing. Love this Weird Wolf, and it is Weird Wolf. Don't be fooled by the packaging. Really, really cool drawing. Well shaded. Another Transformers Prime picture, not bad. Then we've got a picture of. I tried working it out. It looks a bit like Defensor, but then it's not Defensor's colours. So I was a bit confused on who it is. Someone click up in the chat. But yeah, it does look like Defensor, I think, doesn't it? But Defensor's not got jazz, and it's blue, not red. So I could be wrong. Who knows? But yeah, still decent drawings. And then we've got some bug fixing improvements of Leo Prime and Predacon Inferno. So he was not showing up in the lot box section, which has been fixed. And the 2-star Predacon Inferno was not showing up as an option with character shards, and that has been fixed as well. And that is everything in the news. So let's see what people have been talking about. Um, Charlie plays his put Braun is so bad. His bounce is unpredictable. We'll have to look at it anyway. But yeah. But even if you take out one defense for 6 ability points, it's not too bad depending on what it is. Devastator finally going to be full G2. We think so, wouldn't you? Hellraiser Braun is a combo bot, looking good with B. Yeah, he was always good with B as well, but I feel like with Braun's range, he's kind of wasted with B. But I've got a few combo options. So also what Phil's put, obviously talk about the best bots again. The best bots are able to counteract or overpower something in the defensive meta. I think that's a good point as well. I do. Yeah, tracks. Sorry about the commercials. Why is yeah, every 5 seconds it shouldn't be. So yeah, long story short is so I used to be able to monetize my streams not during it but after it. But now YouTube have changed it. So basically, if you monetize it after it doesn't work, you have to monetize it during and after, or neither. That's kind of how it works, sadly. So sadly, I'm sort of stuck because literally about a third of my revenue comes from live streams. So apologies. But the ads should come different times to different people. They shouldn't always be the same time. There should be a sort of breaks within there as well. I've sort of put it that I'm not doing the streams, not putting the ads in. I think it's better if I put the ads in. I choose to put the ads in where I choose to. Sort of breaks between scenes, or best leave it to YouTube. It's just something else to think about though. Let me know in the chat what you guys think anyway. I can't really take them out because obviously it's a large part of the revenue. Sadly, and that's not because of me. That's something YouTube decided to do. I don't know why they decided to do it like that. It worked before, live. You didn't get ads when you watched the replay. You did. Fair enough. But let me know. Yeah, Mercenary Terror, but I saw it when I first joined the stream. Yeah, that's fine. You don't mind that, do you? It's not too bad. Albatross, but putting ads, interrupting things and watching doesn't make me want to buy a product, makes me hate the product. Fair point. Trax says, but you should give Transformers Prime a chance, including Beast Hunters. I have seen some, but I'm a purist. I love my G1. You gotta think like I'm a bit older than some people maybe, and for me, in the 90s when Beast Wars came out and Transformers Prime, I was out drinking, meeting my wife, things like that, banging to my guitar and music, things like that. I wasn't really into Transformers. Literally was not into it at all. It was like a thing I did in my childhood. That was it. Yeah, after like I'd say 1993, the Transformers was gone. Basically, it was an old hobby. And literally all the toys went in the loft. I couldn't care less about it, as sad as it is. And it was sort of my son being born that got back into it, because what happened was people in the UK will know this, Mr. Tumble. I was sat there one day watching Mr. Tumble. I sort of sat there watching Mr. Tumble. Jacob loved it when he was about 2 years old, maybe one, maybe a bit younger even. And I sat there, I was like, I cannot sit here. It was only one day a week that I watched him, where he was like Daddy and Jacob Day, we called it, and I watched him, and I sat there thinking I could not spend every Wednesday for the next year or two watching this, because he loved it in the night guard and all these baby stuff. I was like, I need to put something on that at least interests me, that he'll like. And I thought I'm gonna watch some Transformers, and I put Transformers on. I went and bought a series on Amazon, and it was quite cheap. It's like £10 for each season. I was like, bargain. It's like £30. I had like hours worth. I put it on, and that's how Jacob got into it. So I got back into it again, and then through the joys of obviously Google spying on you, it's true, guys. I started getting adverts for Transformers stuff. What's all this? And then one of them was a game called Transformers Legends. I thought, you know what? I'm sat at home watching Transformers. I know Jacob. He has a nap for an hour or two. I downloaded the game, and that was the start of my Android gaming and Transformers gaming, and going back into collecting the toys again. Started buying them for Jacob for Christmas, things like that, and he enjoyed them because he obviously referenced the cartoons, and so I got back into it. So yeah, so I have watched Transformers Prime, to cut it long story short. I have watched bits, but it's just not G1. Yeah, child players, but it doesn't bounce to the closest target. It bounces to something. No one to plan around it. Well, yeah, you can obviously the first target will hit, but I'll speak to the A's about that because they said they were going to look at it, but obviously, yeah. And track support, yeah, put the ads in where you can control it and say we'll be right back or whatever. All right, yeah, that's a fair point. Maybe I'll try it next stream and see. Matt Paul is put. Don't worry, Wozza. The ads only happen when you're in the middle of a really important sentence. Fair point. Buzz put no ads here, no ads here. YouTube Premium. He's got a point. Better value than Cyberpass. Yeah, he's got a point there, you know, guys. Charlie, I'm just salty because my ad appeared when I was reading my comment. Yeah, that shouldn't happen, to be fair. It's supposed to be. So when I do a video, to a bit of insight, when I do a video, YouTube is very good at inserting adverts at pivotal points. But I understand that in a video, someone will go, hey guys, check this out. Advert comes in, advert finishes, it carries on where you left off. Whereas with live stream, advert comes in and you miss that point. So it's a valid point, guys, to be fair. I'll try and look to bring in adverts in just before I go live. The switch between the newsletter and the game, between the chat and the newsletter, just to add a bit of revenue in, and then hopefully that's the stream go without. So yeah, let me know as well though, out of interest, how many adverts you get throughout the stream. Just out of interest. It shouldn't be too many because I have a choice between having low, medium, and high, and I put on medium. So let me know as well how many adverts medium is, because it doesn't tell you, it just says medium. So, but you can look G1 and other stuff too. No, I feel like I'm sort of cheating on G1 if I don't. Also, what Phil's put, I have a weird relationship with Beast Wars. When it came around, I was mad that it wasn't real Transformers, but I watched it anyway. I just don't like it. I just don't like the design, the graphics. Not a big fan at all. I do like the Transformers Prime graphics, but yeah. Cool. I usually get 2 or 3 of the ads with 2 ads per interruption. Okay. Old TV used to, yeah. Used to prepare people to have commercial. Yeah, fair point. Yeah. Well, we're back after a word from our sponsor. That's yeah. That's the end of the phrase, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's just a no. Yeah, it shouldn't have stated back to the beginning of the stream. That is weird. That is strange, but I'll look at it for next week, guys. A few things I want to do. So obviously, I've looked at my sound this week, and I'm trying to obviously. I actually bought something to address the buzzing sound. I'm still getting that, but I'm still getting that even when I bought something for that. So I need to look into that as well. But I think I might have a fix for it. I've been looking into that as well. Might have a fix for that. And then I'll also look at the adverts and putting them in, like I said, in between the bits. So we'll have a look at it. I haven't heard the buzzing yet. Maybe my phone had gone off. I don't know. We'll see. But I've got an idea. Leave it with me, guys. Leave it with me. I am on the case. Cool. Right. Okay. Less of that anyway. Let's get into the game. So just to reiterate, because I'm still getting comments about how the hell have you got 6 million cybercoins? How much did that cost you? Nothing. It's a test account, guys. It's given to me by SpaceApe to test new content. I don't have 6 million cybercoins. I'm actually down to the last 2k. I had like 15, 20k at one point, and I'm actually down to the last 2k. But I did buy that at Black Friday, so it's not too bad that in 2 months I spent about 15k coins. That's not too bad. I have leveled some bots as well in between, so not too bad. Not too bad. But first off, so yeah, let's take a look at Drift. So if you were here in last week's stream, we were talking a lot about Drift and what we were trying to do, and I was talking around Huffer as well. I'm talking about support versus damage and which way to go, and in playtest we were sort of in different I wouldn't say arguing with each other, but we were on different sides of the fence, somewhat in support, somewhat in damage, and we tried a few different things. But me personally, I wanted to give him a real rage. We sort of give him that. And the idea was rush into an area, do a rage, do a lot of damage. And sort of Dale was sort of controlling that, and Dale sort of gave us what we wanted. And I was quite impressed with it. I want to say quite impressed. I'm not talking pipes. I'm not talking game breaking. I'm talking, I could find a use for him in wars. And the way I would say I would use him was like I use Six Gun, like I use Warpath, like I use Skids. I would use Drift. And that is that I was going to go for Slingshot. I wanted Slingshot for quite a while. I've actually got Silver Bolt as well as an option. And it was to take out maybe what that lone build bot, which is right at the far end of the map. Because people sort of stretching the map out a lot at the minute. So I've got a lot of AoE damage with the likes of Skids, Bumblebee, Brainstorm. I needed someone that was pretty cheap that can hit one or two targets and take it out for cheap. And obviously that is Slingshot. He's got decent range, does decent damage, acid in an area, is a good bot. Again, not groundbreaking, not like, wow, you need to have this bot in your team. Plenty of people have him, plenty of people don't. And I think that's when you've got the balance right. If you've got a bot that everyone has in their team, like Pipes, you've kind of gone the too far one way, you know. But when you've got a bot that some people have, some don't, then you kind of got the balance right. When people are going, you need to go and pull 4 5-star pulls for this bot, you kind of got the balance wrong. But vice versa, when you go, oh, don't go that bad because you don't want to get him, you've got the balance wrong the other way. So you want to go, yeah, you know what? I would go for him. That will do whatever. I'm not disappointed by it. So as Drift was, I was avoiding pulling him until a certain person in my stream right now encouraged me to pull from that batch. So I did, and I said, I really, really don't want Drift. I'm avoiding Drift like the plague. I want Optimus Prime. And pulled Drift. And I was pretty fuming. And I thought, right, with all my 5 stars, I thought, I'll level them to 50, and we'll leave it at that. And then the same person, Penny Lancaster, I don't mind saying that, sort of hit me up when Drift was getting this sort of buff. I said, well, I'm thinking, you're probably glad now that you pulled Drift. And I was like, you know what? If Drift is getting a buff, I'll see if I can utilise him. I'll level him. So last big Titan event, got him to 61, used a skip on him, and I thought I'm going to get him to 61, and then he's going to get a good buff from what I can see, and I can maybe level him after that if he does come through, and stick him in my war team. So last week we sort of showcased Drift, and I was super pumped and super pleased, and I was like, you know what, I'm sold on Drift. I like him. I can see a use for him. Then came this week. So obviously that was the playtesters and Dale sort of balancing this. And sadly, the apes have sort of came in the chat and said, listen, we think we've took Drift too far. The idea was not to make Drift into a warbot. The idea was to make him slightly more relevant. We don't see him as a Prime League hard mode bot. It was just giving some love to an old bot to make him a bit more relevant because he's a fan favourite. And so it was met with a lot of adversity from playtest. And I've always said, listen, when you have the entirety of playtest all in arms, all saying this is wrong, you kind of got to think, well, there's something not right here. And we all had different opinions on Drift. We all had, some wanted AoE, some wanted more damage, some wanted more health, more protection. We all sort of wanted something different from him, but we all agreed that he needed quite a big improvement. And Spacey have sadly sort of decided to go back on that. And so I think from what we had, they've gone back to a 40% lifesteal, a 40% attack speed, and a 40% movement speed from, I think, what was 80? I think it was. And reduced him down. And they said that that's just too much. And we sort of said, like, you know, why? Why would you do this? Like, we balanced it and said it was good. And they sort of said, yeah, but you've talked about it in the same sense as Pipes. And we're like, yeah, but we didn't mean he's as good as Pipes. We were saying he's not as good as Pipes. We were saying that he's not Pipes. I would not use him like Pipes. for the reason of I use pipes to protect my team. I use rook to protect my team. I use blaster to protect my team. I would not use drift to protect my team in a million years. I use them to take out a singular target. And what I liken it to is Twin Twist. Twin Twist is great on defense, probably the best bot in the game on defense. In fact, I'll go as far as saying he is the best bot on defense in the game. But on attack, it's without that shield, it's still quite squishy. Now, if you think about all the good bots, even Rook has a shield, and it has a hollow. So the hollow protects Rook, and I have him with shield drawn. That gives him a shield, and it protects him as well. So Rook has a lot of protection himself and that health. And then you look at Pipes, and Pipes has his shield and the health increase to protect even himself. Outside of that, bots like Blaster have the minions to protect himself. Outside of that, though, when you look at Hotspot and look at Drift and bots like that have got high health, it's not enough. That high health is not enough to keep them safe. The reliability, especially when they rush ahead like Drift. And there was talk of removing that jump. We're like, yeah, but that's what kind of makes him unique. And I've talked in the past about bots being hard to manage and having huge, maybe defects, but having huge benefit to sort of counteract that. And I think Drift was well balanced, but they just don't see it. And I think that a big part of it was that if you've got 5-star Drift, you don't have to spend any money because you already have him. He's not a legacy bot. He's not in a batch. You have to get 5-star shards for it. Most people already got him. He's a very old bot. And I sort of said that it's quite disappointing because I think before the buffs, he was a Zen farming bot. Never seen in wars. He's alright in event filler. And with the change that they've done, sort of backtracking a bit, he's now a Zen bot and alright in events. He's not a war bot. And with the apes sort of saying like, well, we've never wanted it to be a war bot, it's like, well, why bother then? Why bother with a bot that's already a Zen bot? Why change him to be a Zen bot? That makes sense. So quite sad really that literally my Drift is at 51 and he's going to stay at 51. It's a lot better. I've actually put level 10 Spark into him as well. And I can't sort of claim that back because I sort of did that in just in case there was no guarantees. It's not like they brought it out and then nerfed it in the actual game. Which is sad really because I know a few people have actually watched my stream and I've gone, listen, this guy's really good. And they've gone out and even got Drift, gone and level Drift. And so it is quite sad and I apologise for that. I will openly apologise for that. Maybe I jumped the gun maybe a bit. But quite disappointing really. I thought we really were getting somewhere. And it saddens me that we're looking at bots and not making them primary worthy bots because they're all bots. I thought it was the aim. Obviously not. So we'll do another review next week when it's always finalised. We're still sort of trying to change the 8's minds if we can. But I think they're pretty much set on the decision that Drift should not be a war bot. So we'll have a look at him next week. We'll give him a bit more of a test. I've sort of done a few tests with him here and there. And you can tell the difference, you can. But we will we'll wait and see, guys, and we'll talk more next week. But let me know in the chat what you guys think. I mean, I think most people will say they're obviously not happy with this change because it's not as good. It's not a nerf, guys, sort of thing. I know I sort of mentioned that word, but it's not a nerf because obviously it's still in testing and values can change. But it's not as good as what it was, and it's not got the same usage that he would have had had we sort of kept that. So quite sad really. But let me know in the chat what you guys think of that. Just want to say a big thank you to Stephen Gomez, who's obviously done a super chat for $10. He's put, pour yourself a pint from me. Thank you for everything you do. I pulled 5-star Inferno. How upset should I be? I won't be upset by any of these bots in this batch. I think they're all pretty decent bots. Because remember, go and check out my 5-star review as well. I think I actually posted that live actually, but I've gone through my stream about them being all pretty decent. It depends on your playstyle. If you want a bot, you know what I would say. If you've got low level bots, and you want to upgrade your team to playing at a higher level, then Inferno is great. He makes all your other bots better. But if you're at a decent level in the game and all your bots can already do what they're supposed to do, like we talked about what makes a good bot, if your bot already do what you want them to do, then I don't see the point in Inferno. But then again, I think we're going to see a bigger swing into defense shortly because attack is massively overpowered. And so you might need a bot like Inferno to increase those bots to do more because what they can do at max is not quite enough as the meta increases. So then there might be a good use for him. So if I pull Inferno today, which we're going to possibly pull later on, I don't think there's any bot in this batch where I pull it and we'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe I've got that. That's shocking. I think any bot that I pull, I'll be like, oh, well, I can find a use for that in some way. Will it change my war team? No. Will it get him a war team? Yeah. But I don't think it's going to change my war team. I can already 300. It's more of a case of, will it help me at a later date? I can see that these bots might in some way, and that's what I'm intrigued about. But that's what it should be, though, these new batches. These new batches should be, for the next meta. That's the way I sort of see it, anyway. But, yes, thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm not a pie and drinker, actually. I'm more of a spirits man. But can't be a good can of Coke. Can of Coke is my favourite drink all day, every day, over anything. Can of Coke, just plain, full fat Coke. That will do, guys. 2-minute ad poll in the stream. I am going to sort it next week, guys. I promise you. Apologies. So, Trax has put, why can't every bot be a PL bot? Then you have options. It's a stupid mentality. I kind of agree. I think the same. I think everyone should have at least some kind of use in Prime League. I get there's going to be some bots that are better than others. There always will be, and I get it's always going to have that must-have bot in a way. It's not perfect, but you can look back and go, yeah, we probably got a bit wrong. And to me, it's usually around the cost. Pipes is not OP on his own. It's the amount of cost that he repeat usage. That's the problem. And he even said, why don't you just make 3+3? Leave it at that. If you're worried about spamming him, then raise his repeat cost. Simple. Autobot fails, but the fact that SA think that way about any bot is incredibly problematic. They should be asking how to make every bot war worthy. I think so too. Charlie plays. He makes a lot of bots tear up bases. Oh, talk about Inferno. Okay, yeah. His buff is massive, and even just base attack does a ton of damage. I just don't like his rushing though. Not a fan. Alpha Transport, LOL, Space It. Don't know how to use Drift either. Maybe. Alpha Transport, good point. Why bother then? Yeah, if you're not going to make him a Prime League bot, then they said just see him as a Zen bot. I was like, well, 99% of bots in the game are already Zen bots, and people don't want Zen bots. They have enough Zen bots. I've got so many Zen bots. If I'm honest with you, I don't even Zen anymore. I don't Zen farm. So if I've got 70 Zen bots and I don't have the time to even use them 70 Zen bots, why do I need another Zen bot? I just don't. Which again we'll talk about later on. Yeah, Tex does love Inferno. He's got an unhealthy infatuation, with Inferno. Charlie plays, but it's kind of sad. Sometimes I think apes aren't going in the right direction, then they pull things like this. Yeah, it is true. I actually said I had a lot of faith in playtest recently. I thought it was going really well, and this kind of is a bit of a sour taste after this, really. Yeah. Andrew Stevenson's put sad, but looking forward to Drift. Why don't they go halfway and take it to 60? Yeah, fair point, but I think they think 40 is enough. That's probably the limit, maybe. Yeah, child players, but not just for Drift. It's a bad indication for the future and how the apes view buffs and bots. Yeah, well, I think the point is, so we also talked about Huffer as well, and we were trying to push Huffer, and then sort of Dale came in the chat and said, listen, Huffer's not supposed to be a Prime League hard mode bot. And I said, well, why are we making people do 70k then for a bot that's not a brandly hard mode bot? If you're creating a Zen bot, 70k for a Zen bot is absurd. It really is. Why would anyone spend $60, probably $40, $60 for 70k and a lot of your weekend for a bot that does something that you've got another 50 bots that already do? We're not that desperate for Zen that I need to play it all week, every day. And you know what? If it gets to a point where I need to Zen farm that much that I need to use more than 50 bots in a week, then I'd probably call it a day. It's too much. So I will never need another Zen bot. Ever. I don't think. I've got enough. Yeah. Jay Walker Sport. Yeah, what's the point of reworking an irrelevant bot and not giving it any war potential? 100%. Tony Police, but you know how I feel about it. It's obviously in play test. So yeah, we've all voiced our opinion about changing 80% down to 40, and it's not even close to where we want to do. I think even at 80, the thing is that I think even at 80%, I think that personally I was sort of settling. I think that it could have been a lot more, but I'm like, listen, he's a warrior. He's got good health. He's good as he is. There's probably some better options, but part of me was like, you know what? I've always been the sort of person that if you like a band, of me, if I like a band, I don't like the most popular song. I like to be a bit different. I'm like, no, listen, everyone likes that. I don't like that because everyone likes that. I like to be a bit different. And so that's why when Roadbuster got his buff, I was like, I'm going to use Roadbuster rather than SG Jetfighter because I just like it's a bit different than everyone else. I don't want to use SG Jetfighter. And so when I see him, like, you know what? When I see him drift like this, I was like, everyone uses Slingshot, which is fine. I want to be a bit different. I want to try something a bit different. I love coming on my stream and going, you know what, guys? You use Slingshot. I use Drift for the same thing. And people going, you know what? I've got Drift. I'm going to do that as well because Wozza does it. And it takes a bit, I get a bit of pride in that. Going like, you know, I might help that guy save him a 5-star pull maybe. Or I might help him to invest in the bot and get some worth out of it. It might have had him at level 55, 56. I'm going, you know what? I'm going to level that bot. Space it, make some money out of it. He gets a good bot out of it. Win-win. We all win. I get the kudos for it as well, so we all win. And that's why I sort of like to do these little things. Try something a bit different. And that's what I sort of see in Brawn as well. Well, you know what? I can see a use in Brawn. Listen, I could go and use SG Jetfire tomorrow and take out a defense. I could. But I want to try Brawn. I want to be a bit different with my team. I don't want the same bots as everyone else. I want to be a bit experimental and try different things. And that's why I see a bit of use in Inferno for the same reason. I want to experiment with him and try different things and see what I can get out of him and try and do something where people go, wow, that's a good idea. That's a good use for him. I want to try that. That's the idea. But no. But like I said, he was nowhere near OP. But I think they thought he was because we even mentioned Pipes in the chat. I think, which was like, that's absurd. He's nothing like Pipes at all. Dearer than Pipes. He doesn't protect like Pipes. He's nowhere near got the survivability as Pipes. But you've also got an option to increase his cost if you really think it's that bad. But hey. Andrew Stevenson's put, doesn't Inferno make Alpha Trion irrelevant? But I think Alpha Trion can equip ranged combats, which does give him advantage, but he's only 40, which you are right. So maybe, maybe not. Alpha Trion came out irrelevant. Charlie Plays put Tug of War was OP. I won't touch that until HQ19. Jay was put the thing that annoys me. Well, he doesn't say annoy, but I'll put that. Is that 8s aren't happy about everyone using pipes in war, but in the future, when they have a chance to give us an alternative, will they just smash that bot too? I don't. Once it's in the game, I think their problem is that once it's in the game, they don't want to make it worse. They want to nerf it, and they don't generally. They do change some bots, but they don't nerf them. But that's another issue. But I think that's the problem. They want to make sure it's right first time, and so because of that, they go on the side of caution. I think they'd throw a bit more caution to the wind if they knew they could change it at a later date, and the community wouldn't be up in arms like it is. So we've sort of made a rod for our own back in that sense. Charlie Plays, but don't even get me started on Huffer. He's worse than Hoist at healing, incredibly worse than Blaster for damage. Maybe. I'll have to check out actually. Check that them stats. As in, they don't want to get everyone chooses one bot, but don't want to give that bot competition either. Yeah, well, fair point. Christian Jones just buzz, yeah, buzz. Okay, good to know. Oh, Residence bot, a good bot is a war bot. Yeah, for us, but not for everyone. But we'll talk about that again. Yeah, true. For me, it is anyway. Charlie plays, a lot of comments. I feel like apes don't understand there's only two things people spend money on. It's either to max everything and complete the collection, or to be war worthy. So what's the point of buffs? Me personally, anyway, yeah, I don't spend on any bot that's a Zen bot at all. Matt Powers put, you want to be the first player to 300 friendly hardball with Cliff Jumper and Jump Stream. Don't worry, we know you draw the line at Dial. Yeah, not Dial. I think they could with Cliff Jumper and Jump Stream. I think Jump Stream especially. I think Jump Stream is a bit of a sleeping giant, you know. As a 5-star, I think Jump Stream will be. Put it this way, if they put Jump Stream in a batch next week, I'd be pulling it. I'd go all out to get Jump Stream. I would put Jump Stream up there with Pipes. Well, I say that, I thought about this as well at a point. I thought, is Jump Stream better than Pipes? And I thought, but it costs more, which is a bit of a downside. Hence why I talk about the cost being important. But it's just 100% protection. But then, I think it's just like, I think Pipes was 80%, but it might as well be 100 for what it is. We said that. It's pretty much invulnerable when he uses his ability. So, whether it's Jump Stream's 100 or 80 for another bot, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, S11 was a game changer for Jump Stream. I agree. Yep. So I want to talk about, we talked about it earlier. I asked some questions about what makes a good bot. And there was a lot of good suggestions in the stream. And I think, personally, what it comes down to, and it's sort of an incorporation what everyone sort of said in the chat a bit earlier in a way. And for me, I think, I can't remember who it was, I'd like to give them kudos, but I mentioned it earlier, it's when a bot does a specific job better than most other bots. It might be taking out a defense for cheaper than other bots. It might be taking out a defense for more range from other bots. It could be much more damage so you get it right first time and you don't need to combo even, so it does it on its own. But generally, you need a problem in the game and that bot to solve that problem. So I think the biggest meta change in the last year or two was the creation of the shield gen and the prime cores. And so when they brought out the shield gen, some clever person, not me, decided to put the shield gen with the healing cores and put it all on top of each other. That was an issue. People could not destroy it. People were like, oh, we need a solution for this. Then the 8s brought out SG Jetfire. Now, SG Jetfire is more expensive than Jetfire. Has the same range, but had more damage. So why would you use a bot that costs more? Because he destroyed the shield gen, which is a big plus. And so everyone sort of went towards him like a flock of whatever, like a locust, like whatever. Everyone congregated to him and wanted to use SG Jetfire because he did a job well. And then people started comboing that with Air Raid, comboing it with Brainstorm. Don't forget, before this, Brainstorm was considered expensive because he just took out a cluster, but there wasn't many clusters. And you're like, oh, I'm just taking out 2 defenses. But because of this cluster of 5 things together, Brainstorm got a new lease of life. I went and pulled from that batch 2 pulls just to get Brainstorm, and I pulled Pipes when I didn't want Pipes before his buff, and had him at low level. I'm pretty sure I didn't want him though at that point. I think I might have just got his buff and I weren't convinced. But I actually went for Brainstorm. And I went for Brainstorm because he solved a problem. Even going for older bots, don't forget, make space 8 money. Because you've got to get the bot and you've got to level the bot. And that's where the money comes in for me. And without going from the tangent, that's why I got frustrated by the 8s when they said that this pinch point for the research was necessary. No, what's necessary is making us level bots. Give us a reason to level bots. And for me, what makes a good bot is not the bot itself, but the demand. So, if you have a demand, when Liege Core came out, you had a demand for taking that Liege Core out. People went for Roadbuster to take out that Liege Core. That's his job. And I said, I like bots that have a specific job, and that's his job. To take that Liege Core off the map and help with that getting out of that cluster, that is Brainstorm's specific job as well. every bot has a specific job because I've chosen Rook because he's the best at popping outpost. I could use RC, but she's not as good as Rook. I could go and use Hotspot instead of Pipes, but he's not as good as Pipes. I could use SG Jetfire for the shield gen, it's not as good as Roadbuster. I could use Airy for the cluster. In my opinion, Brainstorm is better. That's what makes him the bot he is. And so I sort of talked to Dale, and Dale sort of said, he wants to try doing some endurance bots. And I said, there's no point. There really is no point in endurance bots right now. I can 300 pretty much any base. I might drop here and there, but next go I've got it. I just made a mistake. So there's nothing I need. I have no demand for any new bots. I don't need to have Brawn. I want to try him just for the fun of it. I don't need Inferno, I don't need Waspinator, I don't need any new bots. I don't. That's why I've got so many 5-star shards and so many 4-star shards. I'm pulling bots now just for something to do, some interest. And I said to Dale, I said, before you start creating new bots and making them more powerful, I've already got bots that can do what I need them to do. What you need to do first is create a demand for something and then go, this bot fulfills that demand. And I said, I'm the sort of person that this should be aimed at, because on these endurance events, I'm on the fence. I can easily go and do an endurance if I wanted to, and I can easily sit it out. I don't need the 5-star shards, and I'll only go for endurance if I need the bot. Some people go for endurance just to have it because they're collecting them, and they've got a free weekend, they've got the money to do it, and they want to do it. That's fine. That's up to them. Some people will never do endurance because they don't see value in it. Me personally, I see an opportunity to level some bots. I get some good rewards out of it. It's some good fun leveling. I do enjoy it. I like to stream it as well and talk about how quickly I've scored points, talk about friends and how a bit of competition. But it's something fun to do. But the bot itself is the demand for me. And so even with Beachcomber coming out soon, I love Beachcomber. I want Beachcomber. But I'm probably not going to go for him because I need him. It's because it's Beachcomber and because I've got a weekend off. It's my birthday and I want to have a go. That's plain and simply it. But not because I need it. They need to create a demand for something. That's why I'm pushing defense all the time. About increasing defense and new cores and changes to metas and the next phase. I'm not doing it to make the game harder for myself so that I get frustrated, which probably will happen. Honestly, I'm doing it because it creates a new demand for bots. And by creating a new demand, it creates a new supply of new bots. You can go, right, this is a problem everyone's struggling with. Look at this, guys. It solves that problem. Give me that bot. I want that bot. And then people get that bot. People that don't are like, oh my god, I need to wait till that bot's in a batch. And they'll play the game and wait for it even. You need to create a demand. But ultimately, you need a demand for a bot. Then you create a bot that fills that demand and does that job better than anyone else. If you create a demand and Skids fulfills that demand, then why bring out a bot that does the same as Skids? This is why they need to start thinking outside the box. Because I've got pretty much most bots in the game right now. I can pull probably any bot in the game I want. And so if there is a bot in the game that fulfills that demand, bringing out a new bot is futile. Because I can already go and get a bot that does that and level it quite quickly and have it in my war team in a matter of weeks. So it's quite futile. So Space really need to pull their socks up. They really need to create some new things in the game. Now they have announced, and I'm not sure what to talk about this, but I'm going to do. I think it will help. They have announced that there's a couple new game modes on the way. One fairly shortly, one a bit longer. And normally I'll be really excited about this and going, oh my god, yes. But last time we got this, we got Titan Assault, we got the dispatch missions, we got Zen farming. Before that, raids. So for me, everything they've sort of put a lot into and brought out, it's been quite poor, repetitive, quite boring, a lot of pinch points. They love these pinch points. They're new loving phrase, I think, now. And it's not really ticked all the boxes. It's not got people engaged. And for me, I've said it before, there's far too many pinch points. This is not a game I like to pick up and play for hours on end. It's a game I pick up, play for 15, 20 minutes, and put down and go and play something else. And sadly, that's what I'm already doing. I'm already playing another game, and I've got pretty decent at it. It's not worth streaming. I've got a big audience, but I enjoy it. It's quite tactical. It's quite, got to use your brain a bit, and I like it. I like what it sort of does. And so, sadly, that's where the game is at. It needs to have something where you can play it continuously and grind out for things. You can't grind this game without money at all. And I understand you need to make money. I do understand that. I'm not oblivious. But you also want engagement. Engagement for me is more important than money, or as important. If you have a monetized game without engagement, people will find another game to play. Where if you have engagement without monetization, the game will just die because people just play it into the ground and grind everything out without spending money. And that's what happens to TFL. So it is getting a balance. But I think that this game is highly monetized, but has no engagement at all. Zero engagement. And that's the big problem. And that's why I talk about reducing the cooldown from wars. Because then if I'm playing wars, if I do a war attack, I think I should stop playing then and go leave it. That's it. I would be able to do a war battle and go and do a bit of Zen farm if I want to. And give me a reason to Zen farm as well. I've got no reason to Zen farm. I've got no reason to do anything other than attack for medals, which I always said I never would. Because you know what? I've got nothing else to do. So, Spacey ultimately needs to get a higher engagement, give us a reason to get new bots, and hopefully that will breathe a bit of new life into into the game, and get people sort of playing a bit more, rather than maybe going and finding something else, getting entitled to another game, and going, you know what, I actually prefer this game instead. And you got to think as well, there is a new Transformers game coming out this year. It's been in beta, I think, for quite a while now. TF Reactive, which is a third-person shooter for up to 4 players online. So that's going to be interesting. No doubt, if and when that does come out, I will definitely be playing it and streaming it regardless of what happens in Earth Wars. I did say today, this is probably the biggest threat to their game to date. A brand new Transformers game coming to console and PC, I believe. Maybe not Android. But it's going to be a massive threat to those that have obviously consoles and PCs. I imagine they're going to lose quite a lot of players if they don't really put their ideas up and make this game a bit more enjoyable on the whole. And to quote Yanis, a lot of people will go and play another game. What have we got here? Monty's put in a few minutes behind. But that is such a bad PR move to tell your player base that they don't want to be a bot through war worthy. Agreed. Even if it is all bot, it doesn't matter. Track support. The problem is they hate to forget while this game is their life, it is not ours, and we have a life outside the game. Well, for most of you, not for me, maybe. Another ad. Okay. I don't think I can stop them mid-stream. Can I turn the ads off mid-stream? Edit. Monetization. Okay, I've changed it. Hopefully that should stop the ads for the rest of the stream now, guys. Apologies. I just worked it out how to stop them. And won't interrupt the 5-star polls, hopefully. And just one more thing I want to talk dead quick, visit on. And that is obviously Beachcomber has been announced as coming to the game as the next endurance bot. But from what I saw, they didn't actually announce the con that's coming. And just to put your mind at rest, the con that is going to be matched up with Beachcomber is Deluge. I do that just for a joke, honestly, guys. But Deluge, I think it is. Color Changer con from G2. When I seen it, I was like, who? never heard of him. Apparently, it was in Transformers Legends. And I was like, I was a bit embarrassed that it was in Transformers Legends, and couldn't remember the guy. But Deluge, I think, if that's right. Correct me in the chat if it's wrong. But yeah, he will be the con counterpart that is going to be available alongside Beachcomber for the endurance event. So yeah, Deluge, yeah, Deluge. If I got that right, Deluge, Deluge. I think so. Man, Cooper's spot. Who? Yeah. I was the same. I was quite disappointed, really. Thought if you're gonna do an iconic bot like Beachcomber, you would think they would do an iconic con as well. But then I started thinking about cars. I was like, oh, I don't know, but I'm sure there's plenty more iconic Decepticon cars than there is, Autobot cars. There's a lot of Autobot cars, but I thought they'd maybe do a better bot than that to match Beachcomber. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, right, guys. Yeah, Alf Transport running out of iconic cons. There was always less cons I wanted, let's be honest. But I'm sure they could work something out. They could do Shattered Glass quite easily, company and things like that. But you know what? I remember in Transformers Legends, you'd have Optimus Prime, and you'd have Power Master Optimus Prime. You'd have Starscream. You'd have Starscream with the sort of thing and the cloak. You'd have Ghost of Starscream. So there is different alternatives of Optimus Primes, and you could bring them out. You could just bring them out if you wanted to, but they just choose not to. You know, how many different Megatrons have been over time? So, who knows? But yes, it is that time, guys. It is Transformers Earth Wars 5-star Crystal opening time. And as always, guys, I've got my partner in crime, my daughter Orla, with me to help me with the crystal pulls. Just say hello to everyone. So obviously now we've got the boom mic, so you can actually hear it now, rather than back in the day when we were noobs and we had to have the mic and had to talk into the mic. So yeah, so I wouldn't say Orla is a big Transformers fan, but she does like pulling crystals. So she's been mixed luck. So obviously Jacob was like the master puller, and then Jacob went through a bit of a patch of doing some bad pulls. Let's not talk about mine, why. And then all sort of took over. You've had mixed results, I would say, up and down. Yeah. I would not say you've been really bad luck, but I wouldn't say you've been great luck either. You've had some bad pulls, haven't we? But you have generally got the bot that I wanted. So yeah. Yeah, I'll try and. But Jake got grounded for that pull. Yeah, he did. He got grounded for pulling my wipe. But the good news is, in the new batch, there's no bad ones.
That's good.
So there is a few that I want, and we'll talk about why I want them. But the good news is there's no bad ones, which is pretty good. On a quick side note, you've probably seen that at the top up there, I've actually moved the advertisement for the video up top, because a lot of people complain it was in the way when I talk about Titan and stuff, so it's been moved. So I do listen to you guys. You know, I do change my stream depending on what the feedback you guys give me. Even the buzzing, I've even tried doing that buzzing. I've tried multiple things, but I've got another thing to try. So yeah, we're always trying to improve the stream. So again, guys, if you've got any ideas on how we can improve the stream, let me know. Cool. But let's have a look at the batch, and we'll talk about the batch, and we'll talk about who I want more. I normally sit here and go, we'll talk about who I want, who I don't want, but we're actually going to talk about who I want more, because I won't be annoyed at any of them. They've actually done a good job with this, the playtesters. So obviously I've got Brawn. For me, that would be a pick of the batch. I'm so glad that I actually did that lead up that endurance event and got Brawn, because he was the pick of the batch for me. Super pleased. Saves me a pull. Whirl. So I'll let you into a bit of a secret how I see Whirl. So with Whirl, the way I see it is, because it's got fire and acid, and because it does quite a lot of damage and good range, if we were to get HQ 19, say, I think he'll be the best one-shot bot in the game, but quite expensive for it. I think he can take 2 targets out close by. But I'm thinking for these backloaded bases, it might be a good option. So I'll probably try him in some untracked wars if it was to pull Whirl. Now, obviously, we need him for Ruination. So if I pull him as well, I won't be disappointed for that. So it's decent. Yeah. I'd be quite happy with Whirl. Yeah. I wouldn't be disappointed. Won't be really overly joyed. But yeah, I'd maybe put him as my second choice out of the 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we've got Ariel. I'm not sold on her. I do need a warrior in my team. I would try her instead of Blaster, so I would level her just to try her. I said to you, I can see using her, especially with split bases, things like that. But I'm not quite sold. So I think Ariel's my 3rd pick.
Okay.
Yeah, she's my 3rd one I wouldn't want really. Yeah, or would want 3rd. Yeah. Then we've got Inferno, and I talked before, like I like my bots to have a specific job. That bot does that and solves that. Inferno doesn't do that, but it kind of helps other bots. So again, it's a bot that can help others. So again, he's probably my least pick. He's probably my last pick. But even getting him, I won't be disappointed. He's still a good bot. Yeah, don't be disheartened if you've got Inferno, guys. Because for some people, he's the number 1 choice. So that's where it depends on your playstyle. And that's where I think 5-star should sort of be. If me and Tex did a video right now, we'd probably be arguing over Inferno, actually, on where he would rank. And that's a good thing. That means difference of opinion. It means that not everyone is using him. It means that, you know, some people use him, some don't. And I think that's the perfect balance. Then we've got Tiger Hawk. So, in terms of attack, he's the one bot I don't want. But in terms of defense, he's number 1. And I need some more defense options.
So is he first?
He's my 1st choice. I know people in the chat going, what? I got Tiger Hawk and I was super pissed. I'm going to say that word. Pissed. But yeah, but if you saw my video on defense, now the problem is though, Proviso, and I believe Dale might be watching the stream, so Proviso, Tiger Hawk currently, his description, and I'm going to show it just to show transparency. So we don't start screaming nerf, because we don't like that word, and we don't like it happening. When we go to Tiger Hawk, the description says, create a blizzard in an area that deals X amount of damage and slows enemy attacks and smites targets up to 8 times. Now, I don't like that up to 8 times, but it should be 8 times. Now, the problem is, when Tiger Hawk, I'm not sure if he still does that. I'm not sure if he always has. I've not really used him. But the minute, he's doing double damage, only 4 times. So he's not working correctly. So I've asked Dale, can you just clarify that if they do fix him, he's going to do half the damage, but for double the times. So he'll still do the same damage. So say right now he's doing 5k per hit, which I think is probably what he was doing. He'll now do 2.5k for 8 hits rather than 5 or 4 hits. 5k 4 times. That makes sense. He'll still do the total damage. But whether that's right or not, I said to Dale that, listen, if you can't do that animations, then you need to change the tooltip to doing the damage over 4 times. And that will just match what he's doing right now, and I'm happy with that. I liked how he was on test. He was good on defense. So, I still want Tiger Hawk. But literally, if they change him to the point where he's not as good, I'm literally going to ask for the shard back and the resources back. I don't think that's fair that we've sort of realised that slightly right now, if they could really change this very quickly, and if not, they need to come out and address it and let us know before we start leveling it and inputting resources into it. So we will see. But as always, guys, we are going to do 5-star pull. So make sure, Ola, it's 5-star batch 14. That's the one we're doing, yeah? We've got 5 crystals. So we'll pull each time, and then I'll decide on whether we're going to pull from this batch again, or whether we're going to go for something else. But let's have a look at the other batch and see what we've got left as well. So batch 13, we've got Rotor Storm and Sentius. I wouldn't mind Sentius as a play toy. I don't need him. Don't really need Rotorstorm, so I'm very doubtful I'm going to go to that batch. I wanted Roadbuster and Optimal, and I got them. Well, actually, I just wanted Roadbuster and got it. Number 12, I do need Topspin. I might come back for him. I also want a bit of a play around with Hoist, so I feel like I want to come back to this batch. I really do see the value in Topspin.
Why do I feel like I've seen this before?
Because this is where you pulled Star Saber.
Oh.
And I wasn't happy. But I've kind of used him a bit here and there. But he's alright. He's not great. There's another Zen bot. So we call the bot that's like, alright. There's another Zen bot. But I do want this Topspin, and that's the bot I wanted last time, and you didn't get it. But we did get Skids though, which was like the number one choice. I wanted Skids, Topspin, maybe Air Raid, and you got Star Saber, Skids, and Air Raid. So close. But you didn't get Topspin. I do need to go back for him. Then we got batch 9, Skylinks, never in a million years. And that is a prime example of a bot that has crazy amount of damage, but because he has low health and a frontline bot, no point. Now, we do need Impactor, because 5-star combines are going to come out eventually. Dun, dun, dun. And when they do, we need Impactor. So we need Impactor, we need Topspin, and we need Whirl. We've only got 2 bots out of the 5. So we do need to go back for him eventually, I think.
Okay.
We'll do back from today or not. I don't know. I really do want Impactor though. Then we got batch 5, Perceptor and RC. We just spoke about how good Rook is compared to RC. RC is always in the shadow. Don't want him. Perceptor doesn't do enough to warrant him being in my war team. He's decent, but a scout is quite hard to manage. For what it gives, it doesn't outweigh the problems of his pathing and how close he gets and that annoying flip. So, not going for Perceptor. Then we've got all these 4, and the only one I really want is Springer, but I'm not chancing having one when I'm going to get 3 bad ones. So, no, we're not going there. I want Optimus Prime, but not that much. I want Optimus Prime because it's Optimus Prime. Not because I want him, not because I need him, not because he's going to change my war team, just because it is Optimus Prime and I'm playing a Transformers game. So it's a bit of a waste. So I might just pull him when I've got nothing else to pull. Then I've got Grimlock. I'm not too sure. Grimlock could be the missing key to replace Blaster. I'm not sold. Because his shield is not quite as good as Pipes. And for me, Pipes' shield should have been what Grimlock has. That's what it should have been. That's quite balanced. Not really squishy, but not unbelievably good. So I think we're obviously going to go for batch 14 first.
Okay.
But I think if we get Whirl and Tigerhawk, I think we're done. I think we'll leave this batch and never come back.
Okay.
Right. The problem is, if I get Whirl and someone else, I don't think I'm going to go for Tigerhawk. So if we get Whirl and Aerial, I think I'm going to pull 2 from this batch, I think.
Okay.
Then I think I'm done. And someone's put, come on, Olive, get Aerial.
I don't care.
Just to provide, it's not Olive, it's Orla.
O-R-L-A-H.
Orla. I'm going to start calling you Olive now. So yeah, Whirl and Tigerhawk, putting them first would be the dream. Yeah? And then we can go back for Topspin, and that'll be the dream. And if we get him, we can go back to Inferno. If you could put all them 4, I'll give you like £20.
Ooh.
Easily. You've saved me so much work and effort. But I don't want to pull 4 really. I don't want to waste on my shard. I want to keep 5 in the bank. So yeah. Yeah. That's the idea. Vic Ching's put £20? Yeah, £20. That's pretty good for a 7-year-old. Are you 6, 7?
You know my age.
I'm just joking.
Mommy doesn't.
Right, okay, so I'm going to put it in the chat now, guys. Put your guesses. Put your guesses for batch 14. Who are you going to pull? Whirl, Aerial, Inferno, or Tiger Hawk? Put one guess each, guys. Who are we going to pull? If you put the Decepticon alternative, I'll obviously accept that. But here come the guesses. So we've got Aerial, Inferno. So Skylar is Aerial. Same one. So what we've seen a lot of. We've seen a lot of Inferno, aren't we? See, this is what they do, you see. They do this on purpose. They say the bot I don't want and will it. They will it. They will it. That's what they do. We'll give them a couple of minutes to get the guesses in. Who do you think we're going to pull?
Maybe Ariel.
I knew you were going to say Ariel because it's a girl. That's why you said Ariel.
No.
I knew you were going to say Ariel. I knew it.
It's a girl.
Stand up, can't see you. Don't be on the desk. Make it all rattle. Don't forget they can hear everything you do. So yeah, so you think Ariel we're going to pull. And who else think? I swear, if you say Inferno, I'm going to...
I was about to say it.
Oh no, you've done it, you know. You've done it. I hope you are the unluckiest person ever and you pull the exact opposite of what you just said. That's what I really hope. Oh no. So wait for a few more guesses to come in. Get your guesses in quick, guys, because once we put in the chat to close it, then it is
so
closed.
called me Olive.
Come on, Olive. If you put Aerial Inferno, I am gonna change your birth certificate to Olive, and I'm gonna tell everyone it's your new name. I'm gonna call you Olive. I'm gonna tell Mummy to call you Olive. I'm gonna tell Jacob to call you Olive. Your new name will be Olive.
Wait, you can't tell my best friend to call me that.
I can. I'll change your name in school. I will literally change your name everywhere to Olive.
Seriously?
Do you like Olive?
No.
Well, you'll be called Olive. You better not put Ariel and Inferno, didn't you?
What if I do?
So guys, don't put two guesses, just put one guess. We'll have one guess, then when we pull, we'll have another one. So you don't need to put two, guys. Just put one guess. Cool. Drift. Don't talk about Dale. We're past that now. We're past that. We're on to guesses. Who do you think is going to pull, Dale? Who do you think is going to pull? Come on, play along. You can't win a code, Dale, but just for kudos. Who do you think is going to pull? It's Big Blaze, sticking to his guns, Whirl. I want Whirl, obviously, yeah. I think Whirl's a big part of obviously wanting the combiner piece, so I don't always get to the point where I need so many 5-star shards for all the combiners. So, yeah. Dale thinks Whirl too as well. Okay, last few seconds to get your guesses in, guys. Should we do a 10-second countdown for everyone? Shall we? Ready then. 10,
9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Stop.
No more guesses.
Stop.
Done. No more guesses. Done. We're going to pull. Do you want to take the mouse? There we go. Go on this side. There we go. Make sure people can see you. Okay, so close it down. Oh my god, I don't know what to look. So go to batch 14. Press get now. Press confirm. Okay, go to use crystal. Yep, there you go. Don't forget, scroll across. Got a lot of crystals there, so don't press on the crystals, just scroll. Press in between, that's it. Be very careful. One more, I think. Dale, see my crystals? Still going. Be careful, all. Don't open them, yeah? Whatever you do. And there we go. Hang on. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Who we gonna get? Who we gonna get? Who we gonna get?
Close my eyes.
Ariel. You said Ariel. It's not a disaster. Like I said, it's not like it's an awful bot. Don't think like this. It's not an awful bot. So we'll have to try and make use of her. But we still haven't got Tiger Hog and we still haven't got Whirl. That's an issue. So let's see who won. Let's go through the chat. So, who guessed Ariel?
There's some people at the top there, so.
Doesn't count up there. Because where it is, look, put your guesses there. Look, so Kristen Jones, congratulations.
Yeah, over here.
Vic Ching, Blue Grimlock. Let's put Ariel. Mercenary Terror. Let's put Skiller. Who else? Michael Cooper. Let's put Ariel. Alpha Triumph. Put Ariel. I think that is all the guesses. Vic Ching, yes. Put Ariel, yeah. Cool, and that is everyone before the pull, so congratulations everyone there. But we are going to go again, aren't we? Right, we do want Warlord Tigerhawk, otherwise this is a disaster and you're getting changed to Olive. So, one more pick away from being Olive. So, put your guesses, guys. For pull 2. Put your guesses for pull 2. So go on build there. Bottom there. Go on Autobots. Scroll across and be careful not to press something in between the things. Yep. Yep, well, that's it. There you go. And same again. Just be careful, that's all. There you go. Okay, Legacy Batch 14. Press get now. Let's confirm it. So I really need Whirl now, this 5-star combiner. I really don't want to spend in tons of 5-star shards getting this combiner. I really need Whirl now. I'm a bit disappointed I got Tigerhawk though as well. But I can always come back for him. Okay, don't press anything yet. Let everyone get their guesses in. Go on, you can scroll it over a bit, just get it on screen, that's fine. There you go. Cool. So, a lot of Infernos again, some Tigerhawks. No one's really saying Whirl. Only Spencer Chase and Alberto, I think, has put Whirl. Trax has put Whirl and Matt Polar. See, some people are willing Whirl. It's good. We do want Whirl, don't we? Whirl or Tigerhawk. It's not Inferno. It's not Inferno. It's not, like I said, it's not like I get Inferno and I'm absolutely disturbed.
One person.
Absolutely gutted. The point being is that he's not a combiner piece and not a defensive bot, so I'd have to just experiment with him. But I've got a use for Whirl and Tigerhawk. I've got a use for him. I know how I'm going to use them. I know why I need them for something. They solve an issue in the game, which we talked about earlier. They solve an issue. But is Whirl Sea Phantom actually good? Yeah, I think so. Obviously they're combinable. That's the most important thing I think for most people. But he still is good on his own. Off the desk. Stop leaning on the desk. Okay. Okay, let's put this. So 10 more seconds to get the guesses in. Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more guesses. I do that because there's a bit of a delay, you see. So we do that and they say a few seconds later. So more guesses. And done. No more guesses. Let's go, Ola. If you pull Inferno now, I'm going to get Jacob. And he's doing all my pulls again. That's it. I'd rather have Grumpy Jacob do my pulls and not wanting to. I'll even pay him to get good pulls. You can't be the anti-Jacob. You can't be. What I'll start doing is, if people annoy me, I'll start sending you over to pull their crystals so they pay me not to pull them. That's what'll happen. Yeah. I love you no matter what, but come on. Don't pull an Inferno now. Let's go. Table. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I don't want to look. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. Don't be Inferno.
Well?
Yes! I'll take that. I'll take that.
£20?
No, I said you need to pull them all.
No, where my £20?
No, I said if you pull Whirl and Tigerhawk and Impactor and Topspin, I will give you £20.
Yeah.
You haven't got Tigerhawk.
Yeah.
And I'm not going for Tigerhawk now.
Yeah, but still.
Right. No, that weren't the bet. That weren't the bet.
No? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah.
Nope.
Give me a hundred. Where are my 20
Nope.
pounds? Where are my 20 pounds?
No, that weren't the bet.
Where are my
Let's see who
20
won.
pounds?
Let's see who won. So we've got Illicit Pulse. We've got Blue Grimlock, Michael Cooper, Spencer Chase, Alberto 2077. We've got Trax, Matt Poley, Jason Roll. See, because you all said Whirl, that's why I got Whirl. See, that's what happens. Big Blade put Whirl as well. Don't forget, if you have one, guys, hit me up on Discord after the stream, and I will get you your Sunstreaker Wozza stash crystal. So let me know in the chat who's got 2 out of 2 for now. So Blue Grimlock's got 2 out of 2. You're always quite lucky with this. Blue Grimlock's quite lucky with this. We'll see. Mark Cooper's got 2 for 2. Who else? Who else has got 2 for 2? Candyman's, but that's worth £10. What, for one pull? No, it shouldn't.
Is it?
No.
Yes.
But let me know in the chat. Volcanic support, give her a fiver. No, she needs to do better than this. 1 in 2 is not good enough. No, but no. £2, no. 1 in 2 is not good enough. 1 in 2 is not good enough. So let's go. We're gonna go to another batch.
How am I supposed to go for when there's...
Alright, well I'll let you choose. So do we try and go for Tiger Hawk 1 in 2? Right? Or do we go for Top Spin 1 in 2? Or do we go for Impactor 1 in 2? Oh, do we actually? I forgot about that. Do we go Slingshot 1 in 3? Or why High Spraggle Dose at 2 in 3 even?
What do we get for?
Then you're grounded. If you get Swoop, no, actually no, Swoop's alright.
What are you gonna say?
But if you get Blur, then you're grounded.
What are you gonna say for swoop?
If you get Hoist, you're grounded.
Fine, that's fine.
If you get Inferno, you're grounded.
I don't like it. It's my least favorite.
So you tell me then. Who should we go for, Ola? Which batch?
Wait, where was the second one that you showed me?
So we've got, hang on, Inferno Tiger Hawk. I want Tiger Hawk, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got not that one. Top Spin or Hoist?
Which one do you want?
Top Spin. 100%.
Where if I get hoist?
Grounded. Then we've got Slingshot or High and Highs. We've got 2 and 3 chance at that one.
I know.
But I really want Slingshot. Then we've got Impactor. Swoop's not bad. Impactor's alright. Not too bothered which one actually. Should we go for that one actually and see what we get? Because we can't really lose in that one. Wow, which one do you want to go for? You want to go for Tiger Hawk?
Yeah.
But listen, if we go for Tiger Hawk,
I could get Inferno.
yeah, and then it's a disaster. Because I really want Swoop. If we get Tiger Hawk, I want Swoop.
I don't know.
Let's go batch 12. Which one's batch 12 again? Someone's put. Top Spin. Yeah. I can see more using Ironhide though. And Slingshot, if I'm honest with you. I can see more using them.
Actually, no, go back to that one.
You want to go for that one?
Yes.
That's not a combiner bot though either. That's a combiner bot.
Wait, is
That's a
that
combiner bot.
Okay, then I'll go for that one.
For this, look, I'll show you. Look, show you?
Yeah, yeah, like that.
Yeah, 5-star version, I'll show you.
Where's that
Look,
one?
I need them two. I've got them three, look. You just got Whirl, I've got Twin Twist, got Robuster. I need them two to fulfill it.
I'll try top spin.
You want to go for Topspin, do you? You sure?
Yeah.
Final choice? Are you going to lock it in?
I'm not sure.
Top spin or impactor?
Which one's an impact?
When we swoop. Oh, my swoop actually. You pick impactor, you can't really lose. But then we've still got to pull another one, regardless. Go for impactor, yeah?
I'm looking at it.
Okay, we'll just do one pull though, yeah? But we want impactor really. But I also would like sweep, not too bad. Okay, it's been decided, you sure? Locking it in? High five me, lock it in. Right, done. It's done. The powers that be have decided, guys. We're going for impactor or swoop. So put it in the chat. Put your guesses in the chat. Put your guesses in. Those that are on 2 for 2, can they get 3 for 3? Only 1 in 2 chance. Literally half the people are probably going to win this now. Win a code. So Dale, if you're watching, I might need some more codes eventually. Jay Watt say, go and get Tiger Hawk.
No.
Mmm.
Why not this one?
Mmm.
Because I could get.
Inferno.
Yeah, exactly.
I really don't want Inferno.
And
I really don't want Hoist. Big Blade, have you got 2 out of 2? Have you really? I thought you had 1 out of 2. Pretty sure you got 1, haven't you? You mean for a second, you mean? Vic Jeans put Inferno is cute. I don't want cute. I don't care about cute. I don't want cute. Oh, Mercenary is giving me his chest. That's nice. Don't mean you win 3 out of 3 though. Doesn't work like that. Because I said if someone gets all the pulls right, then I'll give them a few extra codes. Doesn't work like that though. People can't give you the codes to make you win that, sadly. I don't mind them giving you the code, but it doesn't mean you got 3 out of 3. That's all I'm saying. Vic Chingspot, come on, Ola. Actually call your right name, not Olive.
Okay, at least someone said my name right. Big Blade, I just want to be hype. Cool. Okay, last few guesses. Big Blade, but I like guessing games. I know.
I like guessing games.
I just noticed that.
Okay, let's get these guesses in, guys. So yeah, I think it's pretty split.
About Barbie, and I don't know what
Barbie and Monster High Dolls. Love Inferno. Not your thing, is it really?
No.
What's your thing? You like mini brands, don't you?
My favorite.
Yeah. What else do you like? Are you collecting it? You prefer like?
Slime.
Oh, slime. She loves slime. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point actually. You've got so much slime, honestly.
I have a big tub of butter slime.
You make your own slime, don't you, as well? It is mad how much slime you've got.
I've got a big tub of butter slime.
Okay. Last 10 seconds, you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more guesses. Okay. That's it. Okay, so that is batch number 8. So do you want to press on it there? Yep, press confirm. Okay, press use now. Who do you think we're going to get?
What are they? Oh, Swoop and...
Or Impactor?
I'm hoping...
Who do you think?
Maybe Swoop.
I won't be disappointed with Swoop. He'll go on defense. He'll be instead of Tiger Hawk probably. But here we go. I'm not going to look.
My first.
I'm not going to look. Don't tell me I'm going to sense you. We're going to see your reaction. Yeah?
Okay.
Let's see. Open it. Okay, it's opening.
Yep.
Oh, cool. That's not bad.
Hopefully
That's not bad. Like I said, I'll take that. Oh, that's like a combiner bot.
Oh, yeah.
I just realised Swoop's a combiner bot as well. Not the combiner I want that, but here's the combiner bot. So not too bad. Not too bad. So so it's not too bad. So we've got Blue Grimlock. Blue Grimlock got it right again. Blue Grimlock is 100 IQ. Big brain. Where'd you go? Said Swoop. Matt Poley said Swoop. Alpha Tryon said Swoop. Kristen Jones. Ryan Cosgrove. Johnny Butler. Volcanicus #1. All said Swoop. Congratulations, guys. Who's got 3 out of 3? So yeah, 3 for Blue Grimlock's put is a 3 for 3 for 3. It's just Blue Grimlock left in.
Like I said, a lot of people.
Do the Dinobots. Who's Dinobot missing then? Don't know. Oh, Grimlock. Yeah, missing Grimlock. Yeah, I'll start that actually. Enter the lab. I'm sure it's done it on purpose, you know, to avoid 5-star combiners. But look, and now I need Grimlock, which is a guaranteed pull. I can put him anywhere I want. But Slug's not a 5-star yet, so we can't get him yet. Yeah? Ruination is the only one that has all the 5-star bots. Yeah? That's the only one. We still have got Impactor. But at least got guaranteed Impactor next time. Is it just Blue Grimlock with 3 for 3, is it? Interesting. Well done, Ola. Gambit for top spin. I know, yeah. What do we do? What do we do now? Right, so this is the one now. But you still haven't pulled all the bots I wanted though. But I've got a thing. If you go for the bot if you get the bot that I don't want, who are you gonna get? So
I'd rather get grounded than get money.
That's just silly.
I
I think top spin because Hoist I'm not disappointed with. I really don't want Inferno.
Oh,
Really.
yeah, it's in the wrong room. I'd rather get money than quick.
Well, obviously.
It's in the mirror.
I want to go for top spin. I think I could use top spin. What do we go for one of them? What do we go for top spin?
I think in that batch, in the other batch that you just said, the other one.
No one.
Yes, I think if I went in this one, I'm thinking I might go slingshot. Which is
I don't know. I can maybe use a slingshot, but I don't know. I could use brawn for the same thing. I think.
What if I use Tiger Hawk?
But use cheap.
What
You
if
do.
I get Tiger Hawk?
Then I'm pretty happy. That's my defense done.
Well, then should I
Sweep
get
it.
my Tiger
I
Hawk?
what? No. I wouldn't have bet. I said to you, I wanted Will,
No, Will, and
Tiger Hawk, and top spin.
No.
Yes, and Impactor.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You haven't got Impactor. You haven't got top spin. You haven't got Tiger Hawk.
Impactor.
You just tried and failed. Now you got to try for top spin. Now I'm thinking. We did say that at the start, didn't we? Yeah.
So either Tiger Hawk or top spin.
Okay, are we going for top spin then?
Nice one. I'm crossing my fingers like that's something good. What do you want?
Top spin. I want top spin. Or I want
What if I get hoist?
I don't ever want a top spin now. I do want to combine the bot. I do like his damage, but I also need Ironhide, but it's pretty boring. I also want Slingshot in a way.
I want you
I also want Tiger Hawk. I want more for different reasons. I want Slingshot to take out Bill bots. I want Ironhide as another tank instead of Blaster. I want Top Spin because of his damage and because he's a combiner bot. And I want Tiger Hawk for defense. And I want Impactor because he's a combiner bot. So I want more for different reasons. What's more important? Defense? No, I always choose attack over defense. So if I'm choosing attack over defense, then I need to go 11 really.
Get me up something that you want. Something that you really want.
I want 5-star ruination though, that's what I want. Berserk's put Blurs in the Iron High batch. That should be a priority. Definitely not. He's the one, but I don't want. A lot of people saying going for top spin. Okay.
Get me up something that you want. One that you want.
There's one I want everywhere. I want loads of things.
One that you really want. The one that you want the most.
I don't know. I want them all equally.
Well, then just get one off. And then next time you can get one.
It depends what.
This shirt's too big for me.
Random. 5-star ruination is what you want to go for. You have the war and defense bots. True. Top spins Termander. Kind of right, you know. I do want 5-star ruination. That much is true. Right. Yep. We're going for top spin. Yep. We are going for top spin. Yeah.
Can I get something to sit down?
We're going to finish in a minute.
I like that.
Go a bit quick then. Okay. We're going for top spin or hoist. We want top spin. Put your guesses in for number 4. Pull. Blue Grimlock. I swear, if you put hoist, oh my god. Blue Grimlocks. Put top spin. Is put top spin. But can you be right 4 times in a row? I don't know. People can't see you all. You're too low. You need to stand up.
I don't.
Oh, everyone's saying top spin. Berserk's putting hoist. I knew there was a reason I didn't like you.
Now I can see me.
I'll try and spot hoist as well.
You can see me now. I got a mini.
Good, cool. Oh, some people are saying hoist. Calvin's put hoppist. Who's hoppist?
I think he meant a hoist. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Charlie plays this, but based on odds, Blue Grimlock has to be wrong. Or he's from the future. One of the two.
Was there a wrap underneath your desk?
I know. Okay. Okay, everyone get your guesses in.
Why are they saying hop spin? They're saying hop spin.
Hot spin.
It's top. Are they doing top spin or I don't know. I don't know if
If you put hot spin, I'm not going to count it, by the way. I'm not literally going to count that as a guess.
They're saying both of them.
Hoist or top spin. Yeah, they're trying to cheat the system, but it ain't going to work.
Yeah, you gotta choose one, not just all of them.
Imagine someone put, I think you're going to do top spin or hoist. That's what I think you're going to get.
Well, no, you can't choose, so you need to random guess.
Charlie plays it, but game crashes. He pulls neither. We all lose. All right, no more guesses. Let's do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no more guesses. Right, come on, Olive. Let's go. Close it down.
I'm not gonna listen if we can.
Close it down. Come on. Close that down. Make sure we get the right batch though. We slow down, mate. Hang on. Let's have a look. Which one is it? Is it 12? I think it is. Yeah. On 12 there. Yep. Press confirm. Oh god.
Just don't look and I'll just tell you.
Ooh. For a while now, I've not really been bothered about these bots that I get, but they actually mean something now with these combiner bots, so it doesn't matter really. Okay. I'm not gonna look.
Just don't look. Just look at my face. So.
But don't tell me. Just show me a reaction here. Don't tell me what I've got.
I can see you. That's it. Yay!
Yes! High five! High five! Boom! Never coming back to that batch. Ever again. Blue Grimlock. Wow, he's got 4 for 4. Wow.
Someone else.
Pretty impressed with that. So we've got 4 new 5 stars to play along with. We've got Swoop, World, Topspin area. I think World, Topspin and Swoop will get leveled. Definitely Swoop for an outpost. I can definitely see him being an outpost without a doubt. Yeah, Candyman's close that batch now. Yep, that batch is done. Saves me a pull. Buzzing. Who won again? Let's have a look. Who put top spin? Obviously, Blue Grimlock. Illicit Pulse, Jason Rowley. We got Spencer Chase, Big Blade 297, Matt Poley, Ryan Cosgrave. We got Trax as well. OS 73, Kristen Jones, Candyman. Well done. Michael Cooper. Well done. Vic Ching. Cool. I think that's everyone. Hit me up after the stream, guys. Well done. Right. Do we do double or quits? Right, we pull the bottle I want, you get 20 quid. Don't, you get nothing. Do we go for one? Do we go for another one? That's 4 bots I've got a level then though. I don't think I'm going back to that batch now. I don't think I'm going back for Tiger Hawk. I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Sadly, I think.
Yeah.
It's a shame really. I really wanted Tiger Hawk. I'm done with that batch as well. I'm done with that batch. I'm done with that one. Easy guaranteed pull. You can stay there. Not going back to that one. So I think we'll probably look at 11. But it depends. Hang on. Blue Grimlock. If I go to batch 11, who will I get? And if I go for batch 14, who do I get? I'm going to look at the Blue Grimlock.
Yes.
Who? I'm not going for Impactor. I'm not going for Impactor. It's a guaranteed pull.
Slingshot.
Slingshot. But then I'm not going for that batch then. I'd rather have Ironhide. Who would I get out of this one though? Would I get Tiger Hawk? Blue Grimlock, if you get this, if you say Tiger Hawk just to make me pull, and I get Inferno, but if you actually get it right, then I'll give you more crystal, I'll give you more things. Do I go for Tiger Hawk?
Let's see what he puts next.
See, OS 73, I've got 7,000 shards in storage. So to give you an idea, no, because the thing won't get Impactor. But I can get him at any point. He's not coming out yet. Look, I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, almost 50 4-star crystals. That's 1,800, 3,000. It's about 8,000 shards.
I don't know the math you're doing.
I've got about 8,000 5-star shards just there. And then, if we go through all this, got a lot of rewards here. I've got... What?
Why don't you do that?
Because I want to keep them there.
Why?
Because secret. And claim these again, look. Claim all these. And I've got more 5-star shards even. So every time you pull a 5-star, you get 180 more shards. Which is a bit weird, but hey. See, Blue Grimlock, I want Swoop and Tiger Hawk. That's the idea, you see. 2 bots that you can't counter. That's what I'm thinking. So let's have a look at the shards now. We pulled them. So look, we've got 7,000 shards. And I've also got all these as well. So if we wanted to get some more shards, I've got plenty of shards here. So, you know, there's no concern around shards really. I'm obviously going to get some more throughout the year. So I can pull one more, I think. Tiger Hawk. Should we do Tiger Hawk? £20 to get him. If you don't get him grounded, be Inferno. If you don't get in, you're grounded. You get Inferno, you're grounded.
If I don't,
£20.
what if I get something else?
You can't. It's £20 or grounded if you have this.
What?
No iPads, no computers, no nothing for a
Probably
week. For a week.
Well, okay.
Do you want to do it or not? You want to do it? She's doing it, guys. Okay. Put your guesses. Tiger, Hawk, or Inferno. Okay.
This is like.
I'm scared.
This is like.
This is the lowest I've been in 5-star shards for a long time. I'm scared.
What will your reaction be if I get Tiger Hawk?
Fuzzy. I'll literally give you £20 for it. If you get Inferno, I'm gonna throw you out the house.
I'm
No,
going to buy this house.
Oh my god, everyone's putting Inferno, pretty much. Oh my days.
I'm going to buy this house.
Good, you can stay there. Everyone put it in the chat. What's Blue Grimlock put? Tiger Hawk. Tiger Hawk. If Blue Grimlock, if you get 5 out of 5, buddy, I'm gonna give you like 10 codes just for getting 5 right.
He's the luckiest fish thing so far.
Yes, yeah. Down with Blue Grimlock. Go Inferno. Okay.
Everyone says the opposite, and then I do the one that you want.
Do you want to get the crystal number 14 there in the middle?
Just don't even look. This one.
Yep. Confirm. Use that crystal. Here we go. Right, just get on the screen. Don't do it yet. Get your guesses in, guys.
I'm scared.
Take your time. Don't click anything else. Don't click it yet. Okay, let's do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no more guesses. No more guesses. Oh dear, that's weird. That's what's winning. Okay. I'm nervous. I don't want to give you this now, actually. I don't want to do it.
No, me.
I'm going to watch this one. I'm going to watch this one.
Why?
So I want to either celebrate or not.
No.
Okay. Shall I do the voice? I'll do the voice. I'll turn around. I'll spin around like this. Is that alright? No, look. Look in the mirror. I can't see. This is Tiger Hawk. If it flies, it's Tiger Hawk. If it's a fire truck, it's Inferno. Yeah! Sci-fi! Kitty! £20, I'll give you £20. I will. I've got it on me, have I? Oh, wow. Blue Grimlock's got 5 for 5. Wow. How did you get Blue Grimlock doing my polls? Wow.
Me.
Blue Grimlock, I will literally give you 10 Sunstreaker Wozza Stash Crystals for that. Wow. Wow. I know. So you got... Who did you get? So, you did start off bad. Yeah.
But then we got off good.
You got Ariel. So you did start off quite bad. Then you pulled Whirl, which is #1 pick. Then you picked Swoop, which is alright. But then you picked Topspin, which is good. And then you picked Tiger Hawk. So out of the 5 pulls, you picked 3 that I wanted. You did, to be fair. You picked 3 that I really wanted. 1 that I quite wanted a bit. And Ariel. So we'll see if Ariel can fit in or not.
As soon as you said, if it flies,
It's good.
It's Tiger Hawk, and if it's a truck, it's
Inferno.
As soon as I saw it fly, I was like,
I saw her face. I was like, I think this is good. But I thought, is she just like lying? Is she just going, failed?
no.
Cool. See what everyone's put in. So Victory put well done, Orla. Candyman, be quiet. He said it's worth £30. Don't push it.
I would rather.
Charlie plays us, but that's what I get for being a hater. There you go. That is true. That's what you get for being a hater. But yeah, don't forget, guys. Hit me up after the stream. I'll be giving the code out probably tomorrow when everyone hits me up. And yeah, I'll give out some Sunstreaker Wozza stash crystals. Can't wait to get them out. Super cool. It's been a long stream. It's been 2 hours long because we've been doing these pulls. But it's been super cool. Blue Grimlock's pot. I wish I could do this on my account. I always get the opposite. Yeah, I think you take over Jacob, you know. I think you do. You know, that's pretty lucky, that, isn't it? You know, because you got to think now. So, out of these batches here, oh my god, there's a 5 there now. Oh my god, there's only a 5. Jeez. So out of the box left now. So I'm done with that. Unless Inferno looked absolutely awesome, but I don't think so. Batch 13, I'm done with that now. Don't need to go back. 12, I'm done with that now. Batch 11, maybe. Batch 9, done with that. Batch 8, I'll go back for Impact eventually. Done with 5, done with 3, I'm done with 2. And I can go back for Grimlock. So I've got guaranteed pull what I want. I've got choice there. I don't know about that. Yeah. If I want to back for Impact and Grimlock, I've got guaranteed pulls now. Pretty good. So personally, I hope I get enough 5-star shards for the next batch, and I hope there's a rushing warrior in there. I need another rushing warrior. That's the dream. That's the dream. Wozza knows there's no ruination for at least a month. OS 73, I would say longer. I would say a good 6 months personally. I think that's why I've not gone for Impactor straight away. But I have got enough shards for Impactor right now. I have got another like 7,500 shards, something like that. So I've got like 10k 5-star shards still left over. So I can go and make Grimlock and Impactor if I wanted to right away. So cool. Bit emotional. But that is it for today's stream, guys. So a big thank you to everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated. It's been loads of fun. Do love these 5-star batches. Don't forget to hit me up after the stream if you want some Sunstreaker Wozza / crystals. Also include your name on Discord so I can double check to make sure, guys. But yeah, super pleased. Hopefully next week we'll see if the 8 are decided on Drift or not. We'll see. And we'll sort of hopefully announce his final thing. We'll also be looking at Beachcomber and Deluge next week. Never heard of him. We'll see. Next week as well. So stay tuned. So don't forget, guys, if you wanna see all my content firsthand, either tune in for the stream or you need to become a member. But don't forget to subscribe. That's the most important bit. And obviously leave a like on the video if you enjoyed anything in today's stream. But if you have enjoyed it, come back next week. I stream every Thursday. So thanks for watching, guys. And what do we say? Do you know?
Peace.
Peace out, guys.